Hey guys, what is up? Niad here with Film Comics Explained. We are back with some more Thing from Another World, picking up with the second book in the series, Climate of Fear. When we had left, Macready and Childs had boarded a military submarine in the hopes of preventing the Thing from leaving the Arctic. Childs destroyed their escape vessel to ensure the creature was defeated, and we saw the submarine break apart in the water. Macready floated to the surface, only to find he was on a small, floating block of ice. We returned to find him on the now diminished ice block. He's been spotted by some Argentinians who move towards him with a snow tractor. One of the men throws a rope over onto the ice and pulls Macready towards the mainland. Mac is delirious, not fully aware of what is happening. We see them gently hoist him up into the tractor. One of them then spots an injured seal in the water that is signaling for his attention. He walks towards it and goes to help it out, only to find that it is the Thing, as we see its grotesque form wrap around him and pull him in for assimilation. We can see it's taken on physical aspects of the aquatic creatures it has managed to capture. We return to Macready, who wakes up in a hospital gown yelling, "No!" We see a soldier and a doctor approaching him. The doctor tells him to relax, insisting that he is safe now. He tells them to stay away from him as the soldier moves closer. Macready then smacks him across the head. The doctor asks him to wait, but he is not listening. He throws the ivy pole at two of the guards before jumping out of the window. He lands on the outside to realize he is on grass. He looks up and around him and is in shock to realize he has left the Arctic. There are two barracks to his left, with thick jungle behind them. A gun then appears on the back of his head before he is advised to put his hands up and stand. The doctor insists he does it slowly, as the soldiers have caught on to his brash antics. He tells her that he understands, before asking where he was. The doctor insists that they must look at his fresh lacerations first, before telling him anything. Macready tells her that nobody is touching him. He assures her that he will do whatever she wants, so long as no one tries to touch him. She is annoyed, saying this is ridiculous, as he needed medical attention. He tells her that he doesn't care how many guns they have on him. If anybody touches him, he will kill them or die trying. She agrees, before asking him to head inside. Macready is bandaging himself, as she explains that they had found him with severe frostbite and had to bring him here to Bahia Thetis, off Argentina. If they didn't bring him to a more temperate area, he essentially would have died. He asks the doctor if she was at Campo del Sur, and she confirms that she volunteered to go there as he'd needed a doctor. He asks her what she was doing at the Arctic camp, if she was aware of the Thing and its ability to infect. It's here that she explains that she was informed about the alien, but was told it went down with the submarine. She tells him it's dead, before assuring him that even if it were to be alive, they were still miles from anywhere and could keep the infection in check. She insists that they have all tested negative. Macready tells her that the Thing is not dead, and that they won't be able to control the infection. She moves towards him in an effort to redo his bandages. He asks, "How do you know I'm not infected?" We then see her exit the room. She asks Agapito to join her for a moment. When they are outside, she asks for a guard to be stationed outside his door, round the clock. She tells him that he needs plenty of rest to prevent that frostbite from becoming gangrenous. Agapito assures her that he will see to it that Macready sleeps. We head to the mess hall to find the soldiers eating. One of them asks if the infection, which takes seconds to communicate, can result in an entirely new organism. The doctor tells him that is what she was told, but she had not seen it with her own eyes. One of the soldiers tells her that he had seen it himself. Another one of them questions the accuracy of their current test for infection. Dr. Urton explains that each cell is a separate organism. Once the blood is removed from the body, it's no longer linked to the organism's intelligence. Therefore, it will not obey the wishes of that intelligence to deceive. It must do what it can to survive. Another one asks when he will be able to speak with Macready, and the doctor tells him that he is still quite paranoid, insisting that she would like to work with him alone for a few more days. The soldier beside her makes a snide remark about her and Macready spending a lot of time together. The sergeant tells him to apologize, and the soldier asks whether he wants to get another bruise. A fight is about to break out, but the doctor diffuses the situation. The sergeant then leaves to relieve the guard outside Macready's room. We can see that one of the soldiers is annoyed, as he wanted to see Agapito pummel the insubordinate soldier. One of them then asks if they are all sick of eating mutton, to reveal the flock of sheep which are outside. Macready is looking at them through the window. Agapito arrives and asks how long Macready has been standing there, and the soldier tells him it's been a few hours. The sergeant enters the room and informs Macready he must sleep. even if he has to knock him out himself. He gets to the window to find that it is now open, suggesting that Macready may have escaped. He then storms back out of the room, only to be hit in the back of the head by Macready, who then takes his weapon. We head back to the mess hall, where one of the men is asking if the Sado has to smoke right after dinner. He then replies by saying he can go outside if it makes him uncomfortable. They all then hear the sound of an assault rifle being shot in the distance, causing them to get up abruptly. We head outside to find Macready is shooting the livestock mercilessly. They all head outside to find Macready yelling at them to get some gasoline to burn the sheep. The group assume he has gone insane, and one of them aims a gun at him. Dr. Urton insists that he can't just kill him. We then see Mac fall to the ground after being shot. Agapito arrives covered in blood and tells the doctor not to cry for the American. She asks him how he could do that, and he replies by saying it was easy. He then explains that he had only shot him with tranquilizer darts. The corporal is about to give him a high five for thinking on his feet, but he is soon told not to forget the chain of command. Agapito then orders them to get the cook to see if he can salvage any of the meat. We head inside to find Macready sedated on the bed. Sabia tells them that he will recover from the tranquilizer, but mentally he is deteriorating. We head outside to find Pablo the cook looking at all the dead sheep. He is saddened by the slaughter, and we can see him calling each of the sheep by name. One of them, called Jacinto, appears to be alive, and we see it walk up to him. He asks why it is not afraid, while all the other sheep in the pen appear to be petrified. We then see it beginning to assimilate Pablo. We head back inside, where the group have been alerted once again to the sound of gunfire. We see Agapito yelling that they have to use restraints this time. They head outside to see the enormous creature in the process of fusing with Pablo, who is still shooting it. One of the men informs them that they're going to need more than restraints to deal with this. They all then begin to shoot the thing with everything they have. The doctor comes out and is told to go back inside by Agapito. He informs his men to aim for the head, and one of them yells that they need to forget the guns as it wasn't doing anything. The creature then deceivingly collapses, tricking one of them into thinking it was dead. The corporal yells at the grunt to stay away from the body, but he doesn't listen, and we see the thing reach out with its tongue and grab him. They all continue to keep shooting the thing with everything. We then see the thing splitting into two. The corporal tries to inform them that shooting is not working, as it will only continue to divide. He then suggests that they use fire, as it is the only way to destroy it in its entirety. With this, Agapito tells his men to hurry and get the gasoline from the garage. We see them hustle as they begin to pour the gas over the creature. The corporal yells at the sergeant to hurry, and we see him arrive with the flamethrower, burning every inch of the creature he could see. The thing screams as it is being disintegrated. One of them says he is thankful that is all over, but the doctor insists that it's not. Mark asks her what she's talking about, as the thing was clearly dead now. Dr. Urton then explains that the sheep weren't down there in the Arctic with them, which meant that one of the crew that came up with Macready must have been infected. Unfortunately, that's all that we have time for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and to subscribe to stay up to date on all my content. Alright guys, stay awesome. I'm Niat with Film Comics Explained. Thanks for stopping by.